昔のそのまた昔とある貴族の仲良しな兄弟が略称J やが呼ぶせ見つけよういろナイフとフォークで応戦いたしますのだって僕らはブルジョバの立派な立派な貴族様なんですですよひれ伏せ組民君との違いをバイバイスロー見せてやるって待って待ってまた勝手にそんな見抜けるようなはったりかもしてはいはいはいはいお兄様の仰せのままに
Hello!
Hey everyone, we're back with another match. Thanks to Jameson coming here to help us out this last match. We got Fulminare, Lost and Found versus MaryCaliTexaChuSpain. I think that's Spain at the end, right? I don't really know. Why are the names so long? Come on. The last match of the round, if I'm not mistaken, and
That's true.
Let's see, 10 versus 23. I heard there was some funny scheduling stuff happening, but we'll see how the teams are lined up for it. I'm still not really used to the whole capital letters on the chat thing. It makes everyone seem like they're like yelling really loudly, like A1 out here being like, how many bands? But yes, for those of us who've been not following so closely along, like me, I can look at the pool and be like, ah yes, these are maps, but I don't know which map is what, which I think is the whole point.
Well, there are notes on all of the maps to like give you an idea of what each map is.
That's true, that's true. They're marked, and they unlike other tournaments which do this, they actually have like the comments are actually skill sets rather than just being like, you know, do something on my something until I blank, and then everyone being mad that they have no idea what the maps are. But yes, I've seen like I think one other match this weekend, and all I know is that as with every other tournament, one team bans the super mega tapping map, and one team bans the super mega reading map, and then we play aim for the rest of the match, and yeah, you know, we'll see how it goes. Okay, apparently while we were stalling, they still have not figured out anything about who's banning or who's picking, but we're getting there. Takes a bit of time to get everything set up, I guess. What is 38.7 degrees? Like, is that the temperature of the room, or is that like, does this guy have a fever? I don't know. No mod, we banned no mod 1. What are we saying? We took first ban. Okay. Teams seem a little confused. I don't even know who's banning and who's picking at this point, especially because the team members haven't actually chosen like colors. But if everyone's confused, I'm sure someone will figure it out. I don't think both teams wanted to ban this map anyway, right? Ah, okay, I see. So my understanding is this. The two people talking are the captains. Devrimon, for Fulminare, Lost and Found, chose the order, and A1 thought he could also choose an order, but he could not. So, okay. That seems fine. Anyway, it just looks like we have undone the first ban, and no one has chosen a map to ban yet. Okay, yeah. I think everyone is like, we're having a great time. I think if we played warm-ups, we would have started the match earlier. You know something. You know things are going great. Anyway, okay. Well, it seems like one team banned the captain felt map, which is like, I don't know. Do you ever really ban that? Maybe it's just like the long map and no one wants to play 6-minute long. But still, I think banning out consistency is a weird thing to do unless you're in a rush, which, I mean, I guess I would understand it.
I mean, if you're like a higher seed, then it makes sense to like ban out a consistency map that a lower seed might be able to get a breakpoint on.
I can see that, but also I guess like in 44 it kind of feels like we just win off numbers, right? As long as one of your players can play really well. But who knows? I also haven't played the map because I don't play maps that I can't follow. Okay, map 11 ban, the second hidden. Huh. Wait, wow, I think all I know is I think this is the map that Jameson spent like the whole week trying to hit sound. And I guess now we're not going to get to see it. For grrr, says Jameson, or something like that.
It's also the map that I've wanted to see for the entire tournament because it's a Millie song.
That's so real. Unfortunately, both teams don't like the good songs, which are instead they're going to go for whatever specialized skill sets they want to go. Ah, and yes, there it is. MaryCaliTexaChuSpain. What is the Chu part of that? Like, I know there's Maryland, California, Texas, Spain. What is Chu? Ah, okay, it's Massachusetts. Okay, Massachusetts, I guess. That makes sense. But they're gonna go for that first pick on the, I think this is just straight up stamina speed. I know nothing really about how ready teams are gonna be for this. I know this is like one of the purest like raw tapping speed maps ever because it was custom for 6WC, and because why else would you want to pick this first? But I don't really think the teams were particularly one-sided on this in quals. Do you all remember?
I have not looked at qual scores like at all.
Yeah, to be clear, I opened up the qual statistics and then I realized one of these teams did better than the other on map 4 and 8. And then I was like, okay, I don't know what maps 4 and 8 are, so I closed the qualifier stats. That's the extent of all of the research I did. But I think also, based on how the scheduling has been working out for this team, we'll see who's more ready for it. This is probably going to be at least the stamina check for a few of the players.
8 was the low AR hidden, and 4 was the high AR, high BPM map.
Yeah, I mean, so quals was what, 6.6, and this is 6.1 stars. But as a stamina / speed gap player, it can still be hard, and I think accuracy will tell the tale for this kind of thing. It looks like both teams have solid rosters coming out here, so not the longest map in the pool. I think we'll pretty quickly see which team is more comfortable, and I'm guessing it's going to be blue team based on their first pick here. No early drops here, and everyone looking pretty comfortable. I mean, with this kind of thing, the stamina or like your tapping starts to give out maybe halfway through the map once you're not used to some consecutive triples and 5 no bursts. But I don't think anybody's looking too sure. Oh, there's a first drop from Goose, and the accuracy is not looking so good either. So
yeah. And this is a pretty short map, so that's gonna do a lot. And the telebreaking also, that's just gonna throw that lead towards MaryCali.
I mean, I would say if you're feeling like your players are warmed up and ready for this kind of thing, this is the time to pick it, just because you're most ready for it and the other team isn't expecting it. But that's already like what, 3/4 of the way done, and yeah, this is like a TV size map once you kind of count it that way. And okay, Talos drops right there right before the break, but I think the damage has been done already, unless we see like one of those 4-way breaks from one of the teams. It's going to be a pretty convincing first point.
I don't even know if that would do it because there's just not any time left, and the gap is so big.
Yep, there's your 4 million team score. I mean,
Jesus.
kind of what happens when everyone's like, yeah, I can play this map, and I'm ready to do it, and I can get someone with a 98 and someone with a 97 accuracy. I mean, good scores from we had 2 FCs on Fulminare Lost and Found as well. Just not a lot of wiggle room there for error. So good first pick from them, and we'll see what the red team answers back with.
Yeah, I think looking at that, you pick any map that isn't 9.
9 is like the other like break core speedy map, maybe.
Yeah, 9 is... It's lower BPM, it's only 228, but it's still speed, and I would not want to play another speed map against that team.
That's true. I feel like I've seen people maybe go for something reading heavy, but I don't know how everyone's prepared for that. And also, I think both of this reading maps aren't so one-dimensionally reading this time around. Like the ECDT map is kind of a practice map, so you don't really know how much the other teams have practiced either. They have plenty of choices, and there's no real restrictions on what they can do.
Yeah, the EZDT map is like very... It's a very mechanics map, despite being, despite the AR that it is, and Proven Magic is like a bit higher AR than Hidden 2 normally is, at only 8.5, but we are going to see that EZDT.
Yeah, I mean, checks out. I don't remember very much about, like, I've seen the map played through once, and my general impression is like, it's not like, you know, super gapped by stacks or really.
They basically just took like a normal DT1 and put easy on it. That's how the map feels like to me.
Which means that like everyone probably could play it with a decent amount of practice.
As long as you can like play easy in general.
Yeah, but I feel like okay, the thing about easy I think is that you just need to get used to the patterns. Okay, as an easy enjoyer, I think I should maybe not put my bias on how easy this kind of math is to learn. It does mean like you have to prioritize this map over all the other ones, and we'll see how many of the people have done that. It's also not a very long map, right? So I think it's like you just dedicate a couple practice runs to it, and then you'll probably at least, you know, combo through half of it or so.
Yeah.
I see a couple of swaps in here from both teams. And probably not a surprising kind of roster swap here with how different the maps are. But I would say that probably favors those players who are coming in now because they might have had some time to practice or not be recovering from the 258 BPM map we just played. I don't know, some of these players I feel like I've seen before as low AR enjoyers and others not so much. So I'm not going to expect the 4-way FCs in this kind of map, but we'll expect at least a couple of the scores. Alright, as with this kind of map, it's time to pick your favorite player and see how well they can read it and see if you can follow along with what the map's doing.
Metalis with the early break.
Yep, so far looking like it's just kind of a density check, and everyone's doing a pretty good job with keeping on top of it. We do see a couple of breaks, I think one per team so far, but that's going to slightly favor MaryCaliTexaChuSpain, especially that break from Devermont.
Oh, I didn't even notice that Swizza broke. And also Devermont, yeah. Neoblazer breaking will also be a bit... Oh, and Hazuki Sendai breaking on Lost and Found. It's just Nutella fighting against 3 FCs. Or almost 3 FCs.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a couple of these like pause moments, and no one's really getting caught up on them, so I don't think we'll expect to see too many massive drops from this point onward. We'll just see the occasional break at the same rate we've been seeing so far. And yeah, I mean, bit of nerves here, but I think because it's easy DT, the scores don't look that drastic, and so everyone's just going to be like, oh, if I'm holding combo, I have to keep holding the combo. And Nutella's going to have to do a lot of work here.
Oh, JPEG broke.
Oh, hold on, okay. Yeah, 3-way break from MaryCaliTexaChuSpain, and suddenly strongly favoring Lost and Found in this.
Yeah, now it's gone from Nutella fighting against 3 people to 3 people fighting against Zombie.
There is finally the drop there, but I think if Zombie manages to keep holding through, there's a chance of bringing it back, because 150,000 isn't too insurmountable. But I think everyone else... I mean, my experience with any map that's like above 6.5 is it really is just how comfortable you are in the 1 minute during the map. Because at this level of precision, there is some level of, if you're really good at precision, be able to cover much better. But also, if you're just nervous, you just will not hit anything. You'll drop 200k.
Yeah, I feel that. I've done that.
I remember one time I was so confident in picking this like the Grumble Volcano CS8 or CS9 map, and then I got into the map, and then instantly I was like, no, this is not right, and then I could not.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. I think recently I've had like a moment where I was like, I was like practicing like the precision map in the background while the rest of my team played the other maps, and then the precision map got picked, and then I just fucking trolled.
There's nothing you can do sometimes, but I mean that means there's an advantage to the team that takes it, because they're like, we're feeling good right now, and we're going to take advantage of that. Also, CS7 is also at this star rating. We'll probably see at least one FC, unless this map is extremely difficult, and because I've not seen it before. But knowing the song, I feel like it's just going to be like general comfort and maybe a couple of triangle jumps or something like that. Let's see if there's any triangle jumps. Yeah, some more roster swaps here, but largely the same players we've seen here.
Oh my god.
It is okay, we can do math. We will figure out what's going on with this goal.
Yeah, we found that Jameson's entire streaming setup hates him.
As long as every time there's a new match, there's a new way for the streaming setup to decide that Jameson is not having a good day. Okay, there's the first break from Jose.
Yeah. This is a way that showed up before. Just the chat just doesn't go away for some reason.
Okay, wow, there's a lot of linear aim here. That's been the main cause for truth of breaks here from the two players in the bottom middle. But everyone else still holding strong. And it's looking like they're pretty comfortable overall. Just the accuracy difference here from those two players. I think that means it's probably favoring red team for now.
Yeah, I mean, really the only people who've broken so far are Jajimaru and Jose. And it's very clear which one of those is higher.
Oh, hold on.
Sendai is going to break, and Swizza, that's going to throw the lead over to MaryCali.
Yep, 3 breaks over from Fulminare, lost and found, and unless there's some massive chainless coming here from these last patterns for blue team, it's going to be a lot of FCs here. Yeah, there goes the last combo from red team. And looking like another pretty solid pick here. Sometimes you just need to make sure you have a few players who are really comfortable, and as we said, that's what seems to be happening here with blue team. Okay, we're not going to close out all 3. Oh, we're just going to get 1 FC. Because Neoblazer 25 and Zombie decide to have a bit of a time with those last patterns. But it's going to be JPEG still with the FC, and that's going to be enough to give them the point, I think.
Yeah, JPEG, the only FC on his team, still not the top score.
Happens sometimes. Accuracy matters. Oh, and looks like the chat's still... Is the chat usually showing up below the screen during the map pool? I don't remember. Hopefully the chat still manages to update is all I'm wondering.
The chat is supposed to show up there under the map pool. It's not supposed to be there during the map, while the map is playing.
I agree. No, but I'm just getting a little concerned because maybe it stopped tracking the chat. Because surely they've said something by now. Yep, chat isn't updated. Wonderful. Okay, I guess we'll find out about map changes when the song changes then. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't pick the map 9, but it seemed to work for MaryCaliTexaChuSpain, so we'll see whether red team turns it back to something also, reading heavy or with a lot of density in it.
I mean, I feel like map 9 is more like you can kind of play it anytime. Like, you're not
That's
gonna
true.
become less consistent on a speed map later in the match.
But something like the precision, you want to pick right at the right time. That's true.
Yeah. But we're gonna see the, we're going to be seeing me and you Hard Rock. The Hard Rock Tech map.
I think I remember this map being pretty challenging for people who aren't super Hard Rock specialists. Just because of the... I mean, that's kind of how it always is with Hard Rock. It accentuates all the technical skills that you're not used to. But... After you just play precision, the smaller circles aren't going to be a problem at all. And so it's just a question of whether you can keep up with the techie aspects. All I remember is that it is okay. We will count the number of FCs and be like, ah yes, this team has many FCs, they are winning. And this team has few FCs and they are losing. All I remember is that someone said that this Me and You song is a remix of all the bad parts of Me and You. I mean, I don't really hear it. I think it's alright, but my music taste is also shifted over time.
Yeah, I think I definitely prefer the original Me and You.
That's understandable. Okay, hold on. Have we seen any of the players swap out since the last map? Like, I'm just making sure whether the client part itself is working.
Yes, there have been a few swaps.
Yeah, I think
We're good.
Ezio wasn't in the last map.
I see. Gotta get your Hard Rock players in for this one.
Yeah, 3-player swaps on the side of blue team.
Wow, no drops in the sliders. That's the main thing you'd probably get surprised by if you're going from Area 8.5 to this, but pretty calm stuff from this very intro section. Are those oval sliders? I don't know how to feel about them.
Yes.
Classic. I mean, quick accuracy check here. Not looking so great from any of the individual players except for Hazuki Sendai in the bottom left corner, who's sitting at a 99. Seems like the carry player for this one. Oh, and Izzo broke a little while ago and is breaking them again here. So, not going to be a good look for blue team here, but red team is probably looking pretty happy with that because it's their pick. More app drops there. I mean, it really is the difference of overall consistency.
And definitely looks like lead for Lost and Found.
I'm just wondering, at the end of so there's a bit of a build-up section here, and then we might get some jump scary patterns coming up. We'll see if anyone breaks on that kind of stuff. Oh, Metalis is going to be the one to drop on the reverse slider. I think missing the head there. And with still a four-way FC, I think, from Fulminare, Lost and Found, and the map being more than halfway over, it's looking really good for them. Another drop there from Jake.
Yes, does break, but Zodi, MaryCali just doesn't have combo to do anything against this 3-way FC.
Yep, at this point it's probably just a bit of a victory lap on this map. We'll see how many combos manage to stick through to the end. I mean, we saw last time around we had three combos going to the ending section, and then 2 people just missed on the last jump section. So maybe that'll happen here too.
Yeah, we'll just have to see if how many FCs we get on this.
Oh, there goes the high accuracy one, but still a really commendable score, and the other 2 players are going to hold it through. Yeah, that's a really good team score there. It's like, what, 3.5 million? Really nice stuff. Alright, I think Jameson is going to do a bit of a restart. surely things will be back soon, guys.
Surely this time his setup won't hate him.
James is just typing numbers into the chat. About 200,000 now, 400,000, 700,000, 1.6 million, 3.6 million. Like, yes, these are numbers for sure. But yes, this is like the pin comment because Jameson apparently has the MP link, and it was a really solid point there. Back over the 2-2 once again. And we're starting to get to the point in the match where things are closing up.
That was a win by 1.6 million. So very strong point.
So Jameson, I know you restarted something, but I still see the same thing on the video has not changed. So the video has now changed. Let's see what comes back.
Oh, goodbye overlay.
Oh.
Okay, it's not. It's okay.
All right.
We trust. It's okay. Watch this. This will be the best stream overlay return of all time. Okay, wait. We need to see something on screen for that to happen, though. Let's see. Who was the? Oh, I forgot about soundboard. Are there any custom soundboard? Oh, I can add sounds because I have admin perms.
There are none in here.
Okay, I think maybe I should not add sounds because Jameson will be very upset at me. All right.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but does that mean, even if you have soundboards muted, can the stream still hear them?
No, because it's based off of Discord audio.
Darn. Okay.
So this means you can add as many as you want.
Well, looks like we're coming back here. We see 4 out of the 8 clients. I don't know where the other 4 are, but that's enough to get half the match done. Oh, there's 5.
All right. Well, so it's looking like a 1v4.
Totally not rigged. Oh wait, I'm hearing the song. Is this the Take 9 that we were talking about?
I think so. I believe this is map 9.
Well, I guess we were saying this is a pick that after winning that map 10, the DT map, this was the one we were expecting to see. I'm assuming they have 2 more players who are also going to play it, but that's looking like a good pick for them.
Awesome.
Oh boy.
Wow, okay. I see silver boxers extra. So that is the right map.
We're still waiting on one of the clients to load. Very cool tournament client.
I mean, imagine a tournament where it's 4v4, but on every map, you roll 4 and one of your 4 scores isn't counted.
That sounds awful.
It's 2-2, not 2-1.
Anyway, yes, scores 2-2. Pretend there's a 4th player showing up in the missing box over there. They might come back soon. The map's the same on all 8 clients. You're not missing any content like that, except for the fact that you're missing one of the 8 scores.
Oh, I think the scores are still counting correctly in the score total, though.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you can't see the score, but it's going into the...
There would definitely be a much bigger lead for Lost and Found. Oh, what the fuck? Tournament client working?
James, can you tell us who the 4th player is besides JPEG, Metalis, and Zodi? Yeah, but the first...
Okay.
I see. Well, sorry it's Zombie, but we can trust that your scores are pretty good because your team is still in the lead. And I see. Zombie is not hiding behind Zodi, unfortunately. But looking like everyone's pretty comfortable on this. Everyone's warmed up. Good accuracies across the board as well. And no breaks until Metalis breaking it.
And here's the funny, 15-second long break in the middle of the map.
I mean, the fact that even after the break, the score hasn't really been shifting yet means The accuracy. I mean, everyone's basically at 99 or above. But
It
Zombie
appears that
with
Diaz is
yeah.
not happy.
So what looks like 3 FCs to 2 going into this last third of the map.
oh, I didn't realize this broke. Dang, and
Yeah,
Nutella
yeah,
also.
yeah.
Okay, apparently I just wasn't paying enough attention there. That explains why the score hasn't been moving over too much. And in fact, is still growing slightly towards MaryCaliTexaChuSpain's side. Looking like Zombie's doing pretty well over there as well.
Zoni drops and looks like a dropping off on the
Oh,
outside.
that's
That's, I see.
that's gonna bring that score lead over. JPEG's still holding, but he's going up against 2 FCs and a pretty strong supporting combo from Nutella.
And the match is over. Yeah. I mean, we've seen that quite a bit throughout this entire match, I think, where one team is pretty solid for most of the map, but then the other team kind of just, after the break, they kind of took over the advantage on the combo. Yeah, gotta double check it on the MP link there, but it's looking like, yeah, it's going to be a break point here for Fulminare Lost and Found with that, with really good accuracies across the board there. I realize that, no mod speed is often much easier to act than DT speed, just by the nature of how OD works, but they got the extra 300k or so they needed. And so it's going to be over to them to pick and try to consolidate their breakpoint. They can still hear us? Wow, everyone, look at that screensaver.
Wow.
I don't know what pattern the circles are coming in from, but okay, you see that small ball? It was in the top right corner, and now when's it coming back? Okay, it got much bigger and it's coming in from the other side.
Oh, fuck. Whoa.
I'm actually just so curious how you animate. I'm thinking of Slow Down, like that Go Woods map.
Oh, yeah, I love that map.
Have any of you used screensavers? Like, the ones where like the DVD players bouncing around in the corners and trying to hit the. I haven't seen one of those since like high school when I was showing the movie in English.
Yeah, because it's not really it solves an issue that isn't a problem anymore. Because like it solves the problem of like screen burn-in, but that isn't really that much of a problem on like modern
that's
monitors.
what it was for. That makes a lot of sense actually. I never thought about that.
I have not used a screensaver in like 10 years.
Yeah, I've not used a screensaver in like a very long time.
I guess the only real problem these days is if like you have what is it, like a burnt in pixel or something, where like it's not even a problem anymore either.
I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? Well, we should have more enjoyable moments of the logo. Is the logo a light? I can't tell if it's a lightning bolt or if it's something else.
Yes, it is.
Nice. Ooh, look at those circles go. Whee.
Oh, it's really spinning it. Oh, and why am I speaking?
Oh, apparently, okay, so in case you guys can't hear Jameson on stream, apparently stuff is just like refusing to open, or like it opens and then it freezes. So, darn. I think apparently we are going back to the regular time. Which will be, okay, that is fine. That is how OC was meant to be, or something. Anyway, in the meantime, let's try to get. I'm gonna guess they picked the like low AR hidden map because that is the only map I remember from the pool that is left, other than True Blue. Okay, they did not pick that. Wait, what is this map?
This is the tech map.
No mod,
Okay.
slider
Interesting.
tech.
Yeah. So this is slider tech picked by. Who picked the Hard Rock Tech map earlier? Wasn't that also Fulminare Lost and Found?
Yes.
Okay, so I guess this checks out as a pick. What is happening why is Fulminare Lost and Found in two places?
What is happening?
Okay, sometimes you just have to not question things, but I guess all we need to know is who the 8th player is this time. Who's the 4th? So we have JPEG. So Neo Blazer 25 is that Ocean Boy or is that Toro?
That is Toro.
That's Toro.
5 is Toro.
Okay, sure.
Jameson, fix your OBS output. Yay. Really, we're bad.
Okay. We come to house back in here. We'll see how the teams are doing on this. I think this map is not super. You probably know this better than I would, but this map is not super. It fixed.
Oh!
Wait. Okay.
Oh shit!
Okay, we're back. We're back to the toast overlay.
We're so back.
That's
We
good.
are so back.
Fixed scores is 3-2.
Oh my god, we can see the score difference. Oh my god, it's a miracle.
No more math. Hooray.
All tournament clients are run off of Hope Streams and Black Magic.
Okay. Yeah, this map starts off relatively easily, picks up quite a bit in the later half.
Yeah, I mean, no one's broken yet. No one's looking too uncomfortable, and the sliders aren't getting too extreme yet. So
Yeah,
that means these next sliders are going to matter a little more.
Yeah, the first half of this map is very easy, so it really matters on who breaks first in the diff spike. By the way, you're now streaming audio.
Second score to be relatively high on this. Just overall. The map picks up again around 75 mark. Still relatively. I was going to be the first one to go down though, and that is not good.
Cheese and Aloha broke.
Oh, I didn't see that one. A 3-3.
But still a 120k lead for Lost and Found.
Yeah, mainly off that hack. Aloha breaks again. But Haruki Sentai on the 99.8 hack right now.
Another drop there
And
from
that's the
Blue
break Toro. Really, like 3.5.
This is looking very strong for Lost and Found right now. Still holding on to those 3 FCs. And...
This happens every single time, I swear.
Yeah.
Like, no one wants to hit the very end of the map just because it gets a little bit more challenging, unfortunately.
Alright, very
So-
important. What does this slider remind you of? Because I have no idea what it's supposed to be.
I think this is just the usual slight. Oh. Okay, I mean, the score is not close enough for it to quite matter there.
Yeah.
Pretty solid 300. Okay, I think that's just called slider artists doing their thing with their usual
Yeah.
red and white alternating anchors.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, that's a pretty solid point for them. I think off of that 5-100 and just one miss at the very end from Hazuki Sendai.
yeah.
Really
Shout
nice
out
score
Aloha
from
with the B
Toms
rank.
too.
Poor
Kind of
guy.
it happens sometimes, especially on these kinds of slider
Yeah.
aim maps. But it's going to be back to one more pick per team. In the best case for MaryCaliTexaChuSpain, they're going to want to pick something that they. Right. So we've like picked maps 9 and 8 now, and so the maps left are like the hidden, lowish air hidden, the dense aim. That's techno. There's true blue, which is just flow. There's like high AR DT. It's a lot of stuff that like we haven't seen very much of, right? The teams have kind of been picking stuff, but it's all been different from what's left. Yeah, I'm kind of expecting a true blue pick here. That just feels like the most. If you have team members who are comfortable on mod and flow right now, because it is kind of the most comfortable map if you've been feeling comfortable on tappy stuff so far.
You know, I do see a world where they take it to map 13, and there it is actually.
Yeah.
Map 13, I think just going off that, having Toro on the easy.
Oh, I forgot about
this
this
map-
2.5 times easy.
Yeah.
This map does have a 2.5 times easy multiplier, so if one of your players can play this easy, then that's a very good thing for your team.
Sure.
Oh, never mind, wrong map.
Bro, what?
Oh, so I want to pick 12.
What are we?
Okay.
What are we saying?
Bro.
12.
Counting error. The numbers are right next to the maps. Like, come on, guys.
You don't need to count. The numbers are. Just look to the left of the map in the pool.
I mean, this is better than the alternative was that Toro had practiced the wrong map on easy, and that wait, this is the wrong map meant that wait, this is not the one I practiced.
Yeah,
That would be
that's
much worse.
Wait, this is. I thought it was a different Techno.
No, it's the original one.
Wait, there are two different ones, right?
There are multiple maps of Techno, but this is like the classic original Techno.
Oh yeah, this is the only one that anyone really plays ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there is another one.
Yeah, but like every other map that's been ranked in the last 2 years, it has 50,000 plays,
Bro.
and the original has 10 million. Like, what can you do?
Okay, well that map is. It makes sense why that map specifically has so many plays.
Yeah, it kind of. That map was like kind of revolutionary.
Yeah.
Anyway, I mean, I am a fan of Masquerade. I like the pick. I don't know how comfortable people are on higher AR, but it's not the most complicated, AR greater than 10 map ever. But you do need to have a fair bit of control, so I think anyone who did well on the two tech maps before should be probably in for this as well.
Yeah, and for Red Team, that is the exact roster that we saw for the tech pick. And it looks like this one as well, maybe, I think just Isa swapping in over Oliver? Getting into the map.
Yeah, like, at ref, can we start the map, please? Whenever the teams take way too long to get ready. Yeah, this is not a long map at all. So it's just TV size. If you miss once in the middle of the instrumental breakdown section, you have a bad time.
Really early break. Coming up from Isa early. Breaking Swizza, breaking
Husky Sendai with an early break. And Swizza. That's gonna just throw it over to MaryCali.
There is still a decent amount of map left, but this map is not very long. So, any break will count.
If there aren't any breaks from MaryCali soon, then they're just gonna run away with this point.
Yep, there's the break, and I mean, there's a pretty challenging section coming up in a bit. But then right after that, the map is just over, so if we don't see like one or two or three breaks on that from MaryCali, it's
Izuyoi does break, but it's traded by Swizza.
But that was a lower combo for a higher combo, so good trade if you want Red Team. But also, there's really not much map left, and the score is still actually pushing over.
Yeah, it's over. The map is over.
There's no chance.
Yeah, and a very commanding Relay FC to win this pick.
Yeah, almost 4 million there. Good team score from the other team too, 5.5, 3.5, and I think 2 FCs as well. But map's short enough, and when you pick it, you're pretty confident. So back over to Fulminare Lost and Found. They're on match point, so they're going to want to pick whatever they're most comfortable on. They get to basically they get a pick, and they also get to ban out a map that they're least confident on if they don't win it. So they're probably feeling like they're in a pretty good spot. But they have to figure out what is left.
I think Techno is a decent idea considering that they won the other tech map like very confidently.
Yeah. No, this is so. I'd argue that map is less of a like hard tech pick.
That's fair. That's fair.
relative to that pick
But also, didn't they
before.
win the Hard Rock Tech map?
I mean, we were talking about how there's this massive easy multiplier, and it's a little scary to pick into it.
It is scary, but I think it's still good for them because, while yes, Tora could probably play it easy if it's very possible that Lost and Found just feels overall more comfortable on it, even if MaryCali has that like very strong score from Toro. But we'll see.
Yeah, we haven't seen any hidden, like at all, right?
Yeah.
So,
Hard Rock.
what is Hard Rock? Boo! Everyone,
No,
everyone
no,
thumbs down in the chat for
the
that.
Hard Rock
Hard Rock
one.
the harder one. I don't know.
It's the Hard Rock one.
It's not even Hard Rock 1. That was. It's the second Hard Rock in the pool.
Okay, to be fair, I think it's better to say the Hard Rock. Like, would you rather describe this as Hard Rock 1 or as Hard Rock 5? Because, like,
No, you describe it as pick 5 because that's what it is.
okay, I think I agree. Yeah, so both teams here are not.
Can we get a frowny face on me in chat for that?
Wait, what is this map? I mean, it's just labeled with AIM.
It's just AIM.
4.5 minutes long. It's like 230 BPM. Yeah, this is just gonna be a who's more comfortable on hard. 446. Are
you crazy?
we've definitely been looking at the pool.
You are on the team that picked this map. What are you doing? Why did you pick this at captain?
Oh, apparently this was custom as a hidden map. Because you said it's really epic. That's a valid strategy, I guess.
I didn't say shit. I don't talk. Here's we have some team drama in the chat.
True brew after this lobby. Okay, so like, new idea. What if you win more points if the map is longer? Like if you pick a 6-minute map and you win it, you get 6 points.
So true. So true.
Okay, but then how do you do the win con for that?
It's just first to half the number of minutes in the pool. This is a terrible idea, to be clear, because like, if you win, there's plenty of maps where if it's like a 10-minute map and you after the first minute, it's pretty clear you're gonna win it. Like you should never do this, but it's still funny to think about.
No, you
Hey,
should do it because it fucks over DT players.
Oh, that's so true, actually. Okay, I'm a fan. Not a bad idea then. Okay, I mean the thing about these kinds of this is a Toho song and it's 4.5 minutes long. There's going to be quite a bit of downtime, right?
Yeah, ultimately this
Okay,
map
maybe
is
not.
just
This is harder than I
good.
thought it would be.
I don't remember there being that much downtime in this, I'll be very honest.
It's like pretty consistent aim all throughout, from what I remember.
Let's find out.
I mean, we already have a pair of pretty early traded breaks here. Not going to matter too much in the grand scheme of things, but you're going to want to hold combo as much as you can because when the maps get this long, whoever's holding the halfway combo is the one who's going to win.
Yeah, there actually, it's like, there really is not much downtime in this. It's relatively consistent. Like, mechanics for this, with some one sections. No real,
Yeah,
like,
looking pretty comfy too. It's like your standard, circular aiming, comfy stuff.
Yeah, it's the comfy aim pick.
I mean, for now, it's not. The song is sounding pretty calm, and the players are looking pretty calm. But once the combos start building up, and you're like, wait a second, I need to keep holding because it might win me the point. That's when the nerves start kicking in, and we start getting a little worried. Accuracy check. It's looking like
Zodia is going to break here. But it's traded out by Devrimon. It's not going to give too much of a lead to any team. Still hanging around 5k, 10k.
Yeah, I think most of that's coming from Metallus' accuracy not being so high, but still holding on, and Hazuki Sendai is going to be the next one to break. Favoring MaryCaliTexaChuSpain now.
Oh, but it's traded out by Metallus, but they did manage to get about a 15k lead, but it's shrinking quickly, down to 5k already. Oh, another break from Metallus is gonna send it right over to Lost and Found.
Yeah, we're in the range now where it's like the low combos aren't really recovering, right? It's 2 FCs to 2.
Yeah. This is just gonna be the nurse check at this point.
Yeah, because the break just happened. They know that it's out of these. Basically, everyone knows now that there are 4 FCs, and whoever holds the longest out of those 4 FCs will win the point now. Not by Nessie on Caesar, but close. Oh, and there it goes.
Now it's very much not an FC.
Yeah,
That's gonna start throwing the lead away over to MaryCali.
Slowly though.
It is going very slowly because that supporting combo from Devrimon is helping their team quite a bit.
Hazuki breaking on a really, really slow part. Here we go into a slightly harder section of the map. And now these FCs really, really, really need to hold on. In fact, those supporting combos are not high enough on 2 remaining players.
And now it's starting to go over to MaryCali.
That combo scoring is starting to take more effect now. But it's basically just 2 FCs to 2 FCs.
Except Devrimon has been at a bit of a disadvantage here. I mean, it really does. No one else. The other 4 players are just not holding combo high enough for it to make a significant difference. Metallus has built up, 300 at this point, but with a bit of a lower accuracy. It's the question of whether Zombie, Jajamaro, and JPEG can keep holding. And I mean, the map's almost over. This 50k lead is looking pretty solid.
Yeah, and after the score's just like locked at that 45k gap. And
there's JPEG.
Oh, JPEG breaks. That's gonna send it over.
Devrimon
trades it back.
Oh, there's stronger supporting going from Fulminare.
They do have stronger supporting, which means if Jajamaro doesn't break right now, then this point is going to Lost and Found, winning them the match.
It's just the last couple of seconds of the map now.
And the map's over.
And it's over.
Congratulations
to Fulminare Lost and Found for winning the match.
And Metallus sees it. That is going to be it for this match. 2 FCs, 1 on each team to finish off the match.
Yeah, really well fought from both of the teams here, winning some really nice points, and I think basically consistently getting a couple FCs on every map. At the end of it all, it was just a tiny bit of a team difference there to pull the score back over, and it's going to be the higher seed, seed 10, Fulminare Lost and Found, who's going to be advancing to winner's bracket of round of 16. Want to play True Blue, please? No. Thank you for ref and match. It just leaves. I see how it is.
Very unfortunate that we weren't able to see the Millie map once again.
Next tournament for sure. Well, and everyone's gone from the lobby. I guess no True Blue today, but there's plenty more True Blue that you'll see in the future.
Yeah,
and I think with that, that's
this is the second tournament where a Millie map gets pulled in one of the pools. I cast a bunch of matches. It never gets fucking picked.
It's time to run a Millie tournament. They can't ban everything.
True.
I'm gonna fucking do it. I'll make a tournament where there's a Millie map in every pool and you're not allowed to ban it.
This sounds like every artist themed tournament.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's the last match of the round, and probably the last stream of the round because there's no more matches to stream. Thanks all for watching. Hope you had a good time. Congrats to the winners, and good luck to both teams in their next match. Anything you all want to add?
Listen to Millie.
Yippee. All right, bye everyone.
Bye bye.